Welcome on into Logan Lives in the Comments. I'm Logan Paulsen here with the great Santana Moss. And Fred, why you got gloves on, man? You can't catch anything. What's going on there?
You won't say the great Fred Smoot.
I'm not going to say that just yet. You got to earn that, man. You got to earn that.
Because, sometimes you wake up and you reminisce. You reminisce about the days
Back in the...
when this used to be the job.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Did you have good hands for a DB, Fred?
Yeah, I have very good hands.
He averaged like 2 picks a year.
He'll lie. I had great hands. But like this, if you was dropping your kid from a 3-story building, you want me to catch
You're the guy?
My hand's sponsored by Pampers.
Lord have mercy.
Soft.
All right, Tanner, you got the first question?
I got the first question, man. Logan, please explain the utility using Buffalo nickel instead of linebackers. Wouldn't linebackers be better at covering a tight end?
You read this question in our little preview before, and what was the first thing you said to me?
I say that's no. That's the answer. The answer is no.
Yeah.
And the reason is because tight ends are like mismatched weapons now, right? We're just going to take a look at a couple guys here real quick. Let's start with Mark Andrews. He's a baller.
Yeah, he is.
This is a linebacker. Watch this linebacker just get spun up and totally lost in space. Okay? This is what the tight end position is now. It's a bunch of mismatched weapons against guys who aren't good coverage players. Like, that's stealing.
That's stealing.
That's stealing. If I'm Lamar Jackson, I say, hey, where's Mark Andrews? Oh, there he is. He's on linebacker. Yeah. That's the first down. Let's make that happen, right?
Yeah.
The problem is these guys are so good. Like, this is him against the DB now, right? He's in the slot here. And watch him just moss this dude. Tight ends back when I first got in the league, they didn't do this.
And you sure didn't do it.
I didn't do it, right? But like, Fred, I know you'd be shaking in your boots if you had to recover Mark Andrews here. Watch him just moss this guy. Get out of here. I'll take those. I'm bigger and stronger and faster than you.
And that's McCourty, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
and it's not just the good ones. Like, Mark Andrews is probably the fourth, third.
I think he's great.
Yeah, he's awesome. But this is Goddard, who I think is a good player, but probably like the sixth-ish tight end in the NFL.
Yeah.
This is a Buffalo nickel player covering him in man-to-man coverage right here. Watch him just say, I'm going to route you up, bro. It's been fun, but I'm going to get this ball real quick, right? They are fast. They're big. You need a skill set to cover these guys. This is Hawkinson right here. Watch Hawkinson win this route versus a defensive back. Like, it is a problem. You need a special skill set to find guys who can match up with the size, the speed. Fred, you know about that, right?
Yeah.
They're just big physical guys.
Hey, when they start to play basketball with you as a cornerback, that's the mismatch right there. That's what Dollar Bill's seeing right there.
And the problem is they can all run now.
Yeah.
They're big and they can all run. That's why for us, having a guy like Cam, who is big with long arms, can, from a footwork standpoint, match up, and from a length standpoint, match up, is so important. Here he is right here in a true man-to-man situation. And this is from 2 years ago. We had a ton of these last year, a couple of these from 2 years ago. But watch him with the length, match up with the arms, the footwork to kind of, this is a subtle thing, Tanner. They call this a stair step, right?
Yeah.
This little thing right here where you push vertical on your route here.
Yeah.
Right there, right? To create that separation, little bit of tug by Cam, great playing the football. That's where that Buffalo nickel skill set comes in. Just having a guy that can match up with the athletes. Because it's tough. Here's Kyle Pitts, who is one of the freakiest mismatch weapons in the NFL, right? He can do it all. Play receiver, play tight end, do whatever. And Cam says, all right, I got you, bro. I'm going to be a little physical with you at the line of scrimmage here. You're going to try and run by me. I've got it. Check me out. Good footwork, good length, undercut that, great job. And so, to answer the question, obviously, like, people think linebackers because they physically match up better, but linebackers are not great in coverage.
No, they're not.
And you need that special kind of hybrid player, which Cam is, to kind of get that matchup thing done, right?
Yeah, you got it. You hit it right on the head right there, bro.
Thank you, man. Oh, you say I was right?
Yeah, great
first time,
man.
First time for everything, Tanner.
Listen. Mentally, you are most definitely up here, brother. Don't you worry about that.
All right, what's the next one, Fred?
Oh, man.
All right. Hey, Logan. Can you show us some route concepts which will potentially help Sam get the ball out quickly?
Okay, so I started this thing, and I'm going to get some RPOs. I'll put them on a cut-up. I'll get some quick game, put them on a cut-up. But as I watched this Kansas City offense, which Eric Bieniemy was a part of, and obviously Andy Reid was the offensive coordinator, I realized it's more than that, right? So here we go. We're going to get Omaha down here. Ken, do you remember Omaha? Basically like flat here, stick, hitch. He's going to motion over there, hitch, right? Easy, quick game, right? They're in like some type of cover 3 here. Great job. They use this in a way to kind of get these linebackers to match away, right? And then they hit Kelsey for an easy completion, right? So they like this play a lot, right? Finding ways to get your best player of the football, get the ball out of the quarterback's hand quickly, right?
Yeah.
Great. Easy. I can do that. I can do that as an OC, right?
Find the soft spot.
The thing that makes it special is now we're going to do it again. We're going to do it from a different formation. We're going to get where they were in a bunch before. Now they're in a 2-by-2 split.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to get the same thing, put a little window dressing on it. find the same touch for the same guy. So to me, this is work with the pen, right, Fred? Like you like to say.
Yes.
I know what my quarterback likes. I know he likes this concept. Let's get it a couple times in the game from different looks.
Yeah.
Great job by the Kansas City offensive staff here. Awesome. We talked about this is quick game. 3-step drops, things like that. Next thing is screens, and everyone says, "Oh, call more screens. Get the ball out of his hand." It's also important to know when to call screens, I think, right? Because you can't just call screens all the time.
You can't do it.
I like this one because look at all these dudes up here, right?
Yes.
They are doing some type of pressure. This ends up being a simulated pressure, but I don't want to call screens versus drop coverage because it's not good. I want to call it versus a pressure.
Yeah.
Get this guy up there, the guy that's got the back's in trouble. We got all these guys out in space in front. Awesome job. That is knowing when to call it too, right?
Yeah.
So multiple formations to kind of get the same plays called. Knowing when to call the play, that's excellent because it puts your quarterback in a better spot to be successful, right? So it's not only the concept, it's also the play and the design. Here, I love this, man. This is RPO, right? And what do you notice here, Tana? We got this guy, and they're moving across the field together. What's the coverage here? Man coverage. So I'm going to run a man-beating RPO in the red zone, or in the low red here. Watch. Mahomes, I'm 100% sure they talked about this in the meeting. They said, if this guy matches, we're going to get a pickup here by the receiver, and you're going to get an easy completion for a first down. Off of the RPO action. Like, this is a run. He can hand this off if he needs to. But that is stealing in the NFL.
Yes, it is.
And they did that on Wednesday.
Yeah.
They figured that out. So that's what I'm saying. Knowing these concepts, but also knowing when to apply them is so important. I love this too, man. This is great. So getting the ball out of the quarterback's hand quick, like we're talking about. We're going to short motion this guy in from the outside. What are we getting here? Man zone indicator, right?
Yeah.
We know it's man. We got our man beating concept on. We're going to run all these picks. We've talked about this before. These guys are going to run across here, and we're going to get the back in the flat for easy stealing.
Yes, it is.
Stealing. But again, this isn't like this play works versus every coverage.
It doesn't.
This works versus man in the low red.
Yeah.
And I know when to call it and get it applied, and I need to make sure he knows what the point of this is, right? Yeah. So to me, it's not concepts, it's coaching concepts and where they come together. Because this, oh my gosh, Fred. Like,
pen work.
Penmanship
right there.
And we can go all day, right? We can go all day. We go, same thing. Right here, like, I don't even remember what this play is. Let's check it out.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. That's exactly right. Oh, I love it, man. We're getting pressure up here. See this? We're getting pressure off the slot, okay?
Yep.
He gets the ball out of his hand pretty quick here. He needs to know that the slide of the offensive line is going this way, right?
Yeah.
They are going to be hot here because they're bringing 3 guys. They're hot, right? 1, 2, 3. We only got 2 guys to block it.
Yep.
He knows that. That's something that as a coach I've said, hey, Pat, hey, Sam, let's make sure we know we're hot versus this look. Where's my flare control? Oh, it's the back to the flat. Easy completion. Live to play another down. Great job after the catch because the ball's out quick, right?
And that's what you got to look at. That's going to be AG. That's Antonio Gibson. That's what I'm really.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
But it's also EB communicating to Sam and saying, hey, man, versus this look, pay attention. The other thing that helps the quarterback get the ball out of his hand quick is dudes that can win versus man-to-man coverage. And win quick, right, Santana?
Exactly.
And watch your boy Travis Kelce here. He says, I'm going to short motion this. They're going to move over here. I'm going to sell the shallow cross, boom, and then I'm going to come back up and run a corner. And watch number 9 say, oh, I'm totally lost here.
Isaiah Simmons.
Tough down for him. Bye, bud. That's tough.
He was beat from the door.
But how easy is it to say, oh, my guy's going to win, Terry's going to win, Curtis is going to win, right? Jahan's going to win, Logan Thomas, right? We got dudes that can do this, but it's about, hey, we got guys that can win the man-to-man coverage. Let's get those man beaters called when we need to. Again, pen work. I see pen work to help the quarterback get the ball out of his hand. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yes, right? So sometimes you don't get what you want, right? You don't get the right concept. They play coverage. Another thing I think is so important for the quarterback, hey, watch this running back here. He's in protection. He knows his chip rules, but watch his urgency to get out in the backfield here. And Pat says, all right, you get the ball, bud, and we're going to run for a big gain just because I know the concept. When it's dead, the zone's there, I can get the ball out. So to me, it's understanding concepts that the quarterback likes, educating him on when to apply them, having guys that can win versus man-to-man coverage, and helping him understand his progressions. I think that's all there.
And just watching all this stuff unfold, it shows you why Kansas City is at the top of that game because they're not forcing anything. They're taking advantage of what you're giving them, and that's being well coached. And then knowing the players that you have and putting them in the right position.
100% right. And so when they say, what are some concepts? I think all the concepts work. Like this is a 7-step drop right here. But Patrick knows, hey, it's dead. I'm not going to wait on something that's dead. I'm going to get the ball out right now. So I think that, to me, is kind of what this is educating your players, understanding how to utilize them, to help the quarterback play efficient, fast football.
Yes.
Okay, what's the next one? Who we got? Tana?
Oh, yeah. How does getting loud help the defense?
All right, so this is a little bit corny. we're gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, most
but
definitely.
As we're talking, we're gonna turn up the volume here on the conversation, and by the end of this, we're gonna cut it off, and you're gonna tell me what exactly you're able to hear.
Yeah.
So basically, when offenses are playing a loud stadium, right, Fred or Tana, the quarterback's got to get in there and be like, "Hey, you know."
Yeah.
Okay, got to hear that. That's tough.
Yeah.
I remember Kirk Cousins getting in the huddle on a knee and screaming into the huddle, basically saying like, you know, it's. What's the next thing we got to do?
You got to check.
We know from an offense standpoint, we're not going to have no check with me's because we're not going to be able to hear. So we might go off of movement, changing plays and stuff like that.
I can't hear the cadence. I can't hear the protections. So that we have to think of new protocols. I got to communicate. So that's what it is. It just makes the communication process for the offense so much more challenging. So I don't know if you guys heard any of that. It was all good stuff.
Yeah.
But that crowd noise can be a big effect, obviously. All right, let's go. Bonus round here. So this is questions for everybody. All right. So this one says, "Hey Logan, Fred and Tana, what is your favorite moment off the field during your career? Whether it was with your friends, family, other players, etc." I have no idea what you're going to say. I'm super excited to hear.
Yeah.
Fred, go first. I know it's going to be
Fred's always got something to say crazy.
Minnesota.
Be quiet, man. I think mine was my grandma. You know, if you got a chance to really like live with your grandma like I did, you know they never liked to travel. So my grandma always used to watch me play football. So she refused to get on the plane. You know how old the people was. So what I did was rented a whole bus and brought my whole family from Mississippi. And that was her first time seeing Washington D.C. That was the first time seeing me at a pro game. And I had my whole family here for Christmas. That was like my favorite time. My mom was living at the time. My grandma was living. It was just I'll never forget it.
That's awesome.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. Yeah.
I'm searching right now. I've had a lot. We had a lot of fun off the
We ain't
field.
lose or draw.
Yeah. Well, I would just say I'm gonna throw one out there. I think one of my favorite times. I'm a family guy.
Yeah.
And one of the things I wanted to do when I made it, I wanted to be that guy that was putting on the special events or the special gatherings that my grandmothers was doing on both sides of the family. I remember being a kid growing up in Liberty City. It was like always a fun night because we all ate together, and it was always her kids and their kids and my cousins. And then my dad's side, his mom always calls out of nowhere and say, "We got a fish fry tonight," or "We got this going on." So when I made it, I wanted to be able to have those on a regular. I didn't, but I remember the one special occasion. It was one 4th of July where I just called everybody. We're gonna have a big old gathering. We're gonna do fireworks. We're gonna be in the pool, be in the water on the jet skis, and then we actually took it on to another thing. The next day we went to Disney. All us got on the bus and traveled over to Orlando. So memories like that always stand out. I had a lot of fun off the field. I got numerous occasions. But that one stood out to me. You know what I mean? Just having everybody at one time.
I was gonna say it's the sentimental stuff, like when I bought my house, right? Like football allowed me to earn enough money to buy my house right after my son was born, make a home with my family in this area, right? You know, kind of felt like this was gonna be the community I was gonna be part of. So very special. Football is a very special thing in that way, right?
I thought you were gonna say your favorite was when you bought that toupee.
I haven't bought it yet, Fred. I'm still waiting for your input on that.
You're a fool, man.
All right, I like this one because I have a drill that I absolutely hated. But what was your least favorite training camp drill?
Today. To what they doing after the day?
Conditioning test.
So what was your conditioning? Because
we were just talking about it. It's unfair.
We had gases.
It's unfair what they make wide receivers and DBs do. It'd be like, we're going to do 10 hundreds. We want y'all to do them all under 13 seconds. I'm like, dude, I look like Flash Gordon. You like, I always felt like, I want us all be in shape. But a part of me said, this test don't really tell y'all nothing, if you ask me. So today was the worst day about that.
I dread the whole conditioning test.
I hate it
people
too.
look at me like, "Tan, you can run all day." Yes, you're right, but I don't want to run that many times.
Let me make that clear.
That proves nothing. You know what I mean? Me running 10 hundreds or 10 110s and coming in 12 to 13.
It's the time.
So what I hated, later in my career, we started doing gassers. So we had I think it was 3-way, down, back, down, back.
The 150s,
and you had 3 of those. That was the test.
The 300-yard shuttle.
300-yard shuttle.
When Mike came, we did that. Those were terrible.
God. And I remember, you know, Ray and those guys like, yeah, Tanner, I see you in shape. And I'm sitting there like, boy, you just I want to pass out right now. But I hated that. And that to me, once you got over that, training camp was simple.
It's easy.
You know, once I got over my 4th year in the league, training camp was like a skip in the park. Like I really didn't, you know, sweat getting up and getting going because it was a routine, you know.
Yeah, so I was going to say, I'm surprised you guys don't have drills, but then I remembered you guys don't really touch anybody at practice. So mine was this thing called pods drill. So when everyone went down to go do routes on air and 7-on-7 on one-on-ones, your boy had to go down with the offensive line. And we did this thing called pods drill where it was 6 versus 4. There's no football. And you just run plays rapid fire. So the offensive line would rotate every 4 plays, but your boy, I'm in there. And so we would take 10 minutes and we would do, I'm not exaggerating, 16 to 25 plays. So I'd come out of that thing just like,
you through.
I'm done. So that was the drill. I remember thinking like, if I can make it through pod drill today, I'm gonna survive.
I always knew you should have been our other tackle, man. I told you, man. You were suited to be a tackle, man. They cheated you a little bit.
I probably would have gotten paid more too. So big mistake by me on that.
I watch you hold a lot of DNs in your career. You did a great job.
You guys remember that. Good blocking is good holding. Remember that, you kids out there. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We really enjoy this kind of conversation, so please keep leaving comments and like and subscribe wherever you're consuming this content. Thanks so much.
There you go.
Oh, shh.